Could the Warriors win it all without Steph?
No. They would still be an elite team, still be a great team, but they would not win it. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Kevin Durant, clearly the best player on that team. Two-way player, all that. Steph Curry is the most important player on that team. Steph is one of the most unique players that we've seen in the league, and that's why he's changed the league. The only players who can shoot like him throughout the history of the league, as far as his range and his accuracy, have only been shooters. They couldn't really do anything else.
Right.
He can do everything else other than defend,
right.
But offensively, he's got the great handle. He can score in the mid-range. He can finish at the hoop. So you can't just get all up on him because, hey, he's a great shooter. I'm going to smother him. No, because he'll go right by you. He makes defenses extend so much that you're completely out of sorts. And I forgot to mention this. He's constantly moving. You know, he's not ball dominant. He's not stationary for most of the time. He is moving, so the defense is out of sorts. And let me give some numbers to back this up. When Steph Curry this year, Steph Curry, no Kevin Durant. Their Warriors are 7-0. They average 123 points a game. They won by an average of 18 points, almost 19 points. They played at a pace that was the highest pace, fastest pace in the league, 104.1. People might not know what that means, but it's the fastest pace in the league. When Kevin Durant played and Steph was out, 11-3, still really good, but they average 106 points a game, won by 5 points on average, only 5 points. Their pace was 97.3, which would be 27th in the league. Utah, Sacramento, the Spurs play at that pace. When I watched them closely without Steph, I was at the game in L.A. when they came here. KD, they looked like a different team. They won. They beat the Lakers, but it was not the same ball movement, player movement. It was a lot of KD handling it, kind of playing like LeBron, being the point forward and all that. But they were like a lot of other teams with a great player and some other really good players around him, but not separated. I think Houston would beat them. I think the Spurs, if Kawhi comes back would be right there. And I think Cleveland, assuming they continue to really improve and mesh, could beat them.
Where did you hear that before, Skip? Who told you that?
So somebody like somebody else is defending LeBron James with his take on whether Kevin Durant could lead this team.
There's nothing to defend because it's universal. It's regarded. We know it.
We've seen this team without KD.
That's why they got him.
And here's the thing. It's not just about talent with the Warriors. Now it is because they got KD.
Right.
But when they won 73, it wasn't like they were overwhelmingly more talented than everybody else. Let me ask you this. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love versus Steph, Clay, Draymond. You would take the Cavs' big three all day, every day. But it's the way they played, the chemistry, the style, the offense that they had, so that they still would have that without Kevin Durant.
Really, I've said this earlier today.
Okay, so it's my turn.
I'll let you go.
So, Chris Broussard, I told you before the Blake Griffin draft, I love Steph Curry. I would have taken him #1 overall in that draft. That's how much I loved him at Davidson. So this is not about me not liking Steph Curry. And I'll even give you this point. Are they a little better with Steph and without KD than vice versa? I'll even give you that point. But the question is Kevin Durant now good enough? Has he now arrived enough to the point as the last year's Finals MVP to carry this team to a championship without Steph Curry? And I say absolutely so, because even last night, small sample size against the Spurs team without Kawhi Leonard, but did you see what Kevin Durant did last night? It was sensational. It was even more sensational than what LeBron did to the no playoffs Denver Nuggets the night before in Denver. The Denver Nuggets who quit at Dallas the night before. And the Jokic, because the Jokic was on me, who got benched in the fourth quarter of the game at Dallas. That's the team that LeBron beat up and outclassed the night before. I get that. But this was Kevin Durant against a Spurs team that's actually been playing very well without Kawhi Leonard.
But they lost like 4 or 5, right?
You know they aren't that good without Kawhi.
Okay, but they
What are
led
2-8 or something.
They led by 9 going into the fourth quarter, and then they were up 8 with 4:44 left, and they were up 7 with 4:06 left. And then that big 7-foot monster, as he describes him, named Kevin Durant, happened. And they went on a 14-4 run to close the game, and the closer last night was one Kevin Durant, who scored 10 of those 14. And he scored 15 in the fourth quarter alone, and he only played 7 minutes. He scored 15 and 7. That's some big-time scoring.
Like Bron, huh?
Yeah, kind of like not Bron, because I'm not even sure Bron could do this the way he did it, because this is some mid-range jump shooting that is flat-out unstoppable. So they run LaMarcus at him, and then they said, okay, let's try Kyle Anderson. Okay, let's try Danny Green. And he's like, boom, boom, boom. And I'm saying, that's just too good. You know?
That's what he did with
can anybody stop those shots?
KD is
just too
phenomenal.
good.
No, he's one of the greatest.
Do you remember
scorers.
the last NBA Finals?
No, he's phenomenal.
Wow.
No, but I honestly think you are just saying this.
Nope, I am not.
Because you don't want to give LeBron the credit. You're saying this because you got to believe KD would beat LeBron if they meet in the finals.
He would.
Without
he already
Steph.
did it. He already did it.
He had Steph Curry.
Yeah. No, he didn't. Because when he had James Harden and Russell Westbrook, Bron put puts in.
I got to tell you, there are times in playoffs when I've wondered about Steph Curry, and I said that going into last year's playoffs. I'm not sure. He's more built for the regular season.
I'll give you some of that. I'll give you some of that.
Last year, Skip, he was 27, 8, and 9 in 5 finals games.
LeBron.
Steph.
Oh, Steph.
Yeah,
No,
he was almost averaging triple-double at one point.
Yeah, no. LeBron was 32, 10, and 11.
Huh. Well, the one they broke through and won without KD, the MVP was Iguodala?
Yeah.
How did that
But
happen?
it shouldn't have been.
Curry?
If you go
made
back,
the case.
it should have been Steph Curry.
I mean,
But the whole thing flipped in Game 4 when LeBron was up 2-1 in his house, albeit with no Kevin Love and no Kyrie. But he's up 2-1, and Steve Kerr made the move of the finals. He said, you know what? I'm going to start Iguodala.
It happened in Game 3 when they were down big, and he inserted Iguodala, and then he started the next game. But here's the thing. This is why they can't win. If you look at the way Draymond Green is shooting like 30% from the 3. Yes. Andre Iguodala is shooting 25% from the 3. And they rely heavily still on that. That team is built to shoot and make the 3. And without Steph Curry.
But to Chris's point, they're going to play slower, but they're going to play 2-point basketball. KD made 1 3 in the fourth quarter.
See, and that's it. Look, they would be great. They would be an elite team.
I wouldn't want to mess with them.
But, yeah, I don't think they beat Houston because, like you said, you're trading 2 for 3. And Cleveland, look, it'd be a great series, them in Cleveland. It'd really be a great matchup.
Have you noticed what Kevin Durant is doing on the defensive end for this basketball team?
Phenomenal.
And I know you got your stats about no Steph, but there was that 11-game stretch starting December 4th on, and Kevin Durant was there and Steph wasn't, and they rose over those 11 games to number 1 in defensive rating, and he has now risen to 4th in the league in blocked shots. He blocked 4 more shots last night of the Spurs.
But here's the thing, though, Skip. He had 37, 11, and 4, and his plus-minus was 0.
Well, again, he only played 7 minutes in the fourth
No,
quarter.
no, for the entire game.
Yeah.
He played almost 39 minutes.
Okay.
Kind of like Bron.
Well, they trailed until the very end.
Did you notice Bron?
Well, they trailed.
Bron played 39 minutes, had 39.
Would they have won that game without Kevin Durant?
Without Steph, would you say the Warriors are the favorite?
Yeah. Because I don't, again, you guys are putting the Rockets on some postseason pedestal. I don't trust those guys.
What about the Spurs?
I don't trust
with
them.
Kawhi.
We already had this argument, but if you could tell me that Kawhi's mind was right starting next Monday, I love the Spurs.
Kawhi tendon was right.
If his mind were right. If his mind were right.
Tendon was right.
Now, all I know is that the Spurs cleared him to play a month ago, and he's still sitting over there at the end of the bench.
The Spurs are not in his body.
Oh, okay.
He says my quad tendon
Spurs
hurt.
are not in his mind is where they need to be.
His mind is fine. He showed no.
Okay, but if you could tell me whatever, if he's right on next Monday and he can ease right back into the fray, I'm good. I'm picking the Spurs. I love this team with Kawhi Leonard.
Look, we've seen the Warriors without KD. They won a championship. Now, granted, Cleveland was banged up.
Right.
But then they won 73 games.
73.
And look, I'm not going to disrespect the Cavs championship, but look, if Draymond doesn't get suspended.
Thank you.
What about game 6?
How many games was he? I give him credit. And a lot of teams have won. The Warriors won the year before because of injury. So I'm good. But if Draymond Green doesn't get suspended, The Warriors
over.
win that.
We got
The
him.
Warriors
We
win
got
that.
him.
You got
What
him.
are they gonna do? Hold
So
on.
that's how good they were.
Did you see LeBron and Kyrie go off?
I saw it.
Which
Man.
one?
It wouldn't have
Hey,
got to a game
oh, yeah.
7.
Kyrie doesn't play for the Cavs anymore.
Nah, but you know that means that you got Herculean effort. Cause we've seen him go 35, 13, and
I'm
9.
just saying, like, if Steph is out and KD's there, Kyrie is not in Cleveland anymore.
Braun, KD head up, we already know put foots in him. That's why he went to Golden State.
LeBron has definitely gotten the best of KD.
Until he went to Golden
head-to-head
State.
match.
Before
Until he went to
grew
Golden
up.
State. Well,
No,
he was in
grew
his, what was he, in the 10th, 11th season?
Yeah.
He was grown up.
He was grown.
He
Full grown
just
man,
had a
still
bunch
put
of
him.
dogs with him.
What Kevin Durant did in the finals last year blew me away because I didn't see that
He was
coming.
phenomenal, but he had Steph. I mean, come
Okay,
on.
I'm
He had
on the
them
record.
clearly.
If it does, and God bless Steph, I hope he's going to be okay. But let's just say, for hypothetical sake, he's out for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it does get to Kevin Durant's Golden State versus LeBron James' new Cavs. I still got Kevin Durant in 5 games.
No.
5.
Yeah, just like last year. I got the same scenario.
I bet
I will
I
say-
want my $1 billion back. I
yeah,
want
I'll
my
bet you $1 billion.
I will say this. If that scenario comes to pass, that will not only be for the NBA championship, it will be for who is the best player in the world right now.
I thought it was last year.
No.
It was a lopsided.
Oh.
Right,
we already know who the best player in the world. Chris Broussard, I mean, he tried to be objective, but he know.
No, LeBron right now is the best player in the world. But if that matchup came to pass,
Hold on. Are we talking about the same LeBron who in defensive win shares ranks 335th in the league? Wait a minute. You laugh. He's 335th out of 514 players.
Where's he at PER as far as small forwards?
Huh.
Where's that? What
I don't know.
PER
I
say?
didn't write that down.
higher than
We
KD.
need Rob's
right?
glasses
There are
again.
2
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.